I hope I don't. I need to go.
Okay, on today's news.
That's what the fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
Two tropical depressions in the Atlantic Ocean right now, headed straight for the coast of Georgia.
Up, everybody. Welcome to the Penalty Box Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9. Coming to you live from the Battery, the home of the 2021 World Series champs, the Atlanta Braves. What's up, gentlemen?
happening?
I closed my eyes again.
You kept them open a little bit.
What's
bit.
good on?
What's up, Yater?
You had them open.
Are you feeling me today or
All right.
what, man?
Yeah,
There
okay.
he
There you go.
is. There he is. Them old loud eyes. Hey, boy.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Jesse, from suspension once again.
Sir.
We're going for about a month.
Hey, good to be back.
Gambling.
One was one week, guys. Just 1 week.
It actually turned out to be like a
got
month.
stung by a bee.
But no, you were gambling, so we suspended you again.
Yep.
Gambling? What?
Can't gamble in the NFL anymore, man. The league. You're part of the league, bro.
I was gambling with a wasp.
Yeah, in your
lost.
backyard. You gotta figure that shit out, man. This dude sent me pictures like, oh yeah, man.
was
Put some
bad.
Windex on it. Let's go, bro. We
He
got a
did,
show.
too. He said, put some Windex on that shit, pussy.
That's what he tells me all the damn time.
His leg was hanging out like this, right? Oh my god, dude. Well, we're glad you're back, man, and you're
Thank
okay.
you, man. It's good to be back,
You
man.
had to shoot yourself with your EpiPen?
No, what we did, I got stung, ran upstairs to the wife and said, I stripped down naked. I'm like, look at it, make sure there's no stingers in there. And I like laid down on the bed and we just watched my breathing for like 20, 30 minutes and it was good. So I was like, I think I'm good.
So, but if it was
But then
Yellow
it started
Jackets, you were
each
done.
day. Oh
You'd have
yeah,
been
it would have been. Oh yeah, we would have had to do a double shot. Called the ambulance. They would have had to take me. Then they would have had to watch me for like 2 days.
Damn.
Shut down your whole system. It was bad though. I mean, each day it just kept getting worse and worse. Like it started like this, and it was like all
Till
the
it
way up
went
to my
down?
sack. Yeah, dude, from like the bottom part of my knee up to my sack. It was bad. It was real bad.
Where did it go again?
To the sack.
I love it, dude.
To my testicular area.
Jesus Christ, man. So how you doing? Yeah, you coming back here?
Yeah,
You
the
got a
great.
little sick. You're getting a little bit better. You sound better.
Hey, that shit is almost left me speechless right there, my friend.
To start off the day, right?
Right.
How are you doing though, Yate?
I'm money, dude. Gravy.
Money gravy?
I'm excellent.
You sound better.
Glad to be
good.
back. Glad to be back
That's
in the booth, man. Glad to be back with the dudes, man.
Back with the dudes.
Back with the dudes in the box.
In the hot box.
Listen, yeah. So shout out to Ron Green. I got to tell you this story. So
Yeah, I missed
Tracy
something.
Tracy told me that there was an event where she was speaking with the Cobb County DA at. So here's the date. Whatever. The extension is going to be involved. So cool, right? So pull everything together. We go to the event, and I don't know what happened to the invitation because there were some alumni there, and like you guys weren't there, so I don't know because I was just told we're going to this event. Here's the date or whatever. So I show up. It was a great event. Like shout out to the extension and Cobb County, man. The law side of it, dude. There was the Cobb County DA was there that Tracy spoke with. There was the Superior Court Judge Vic Reynolds. Remember him? He used to be the Cobb County DA.
Yeah.
There was like 5 or 6 judges there that Tracy knew in Cobb County that she dealt with. And it was basically bringing the community together about addiction and the extension and how good the extension is for our community and people that suffer from homelessness and, addiction. And it was great, man, because the current Cobb County DA ran his campaign out of Greg Chansey's office when Tracy was working there. So she knew him before.
Familiar with him.
Yeah, familiar with him, was friends with him before he became the Cobb County DA. So now that he is, those two have been working together to bring light to the situation. He served in the military for 26 years.
Damn.
He, before he became DA, he was working with the circuit with the veterans courts and stuff like
That's
that.
cool.
That's
awesome.
those courts are kind of messed up because those dudes sometimes just have some things happen to them when they come back home,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate or whatever. So the funny story about it is Ron Green at the end was doing his part, right? And Ron, phenomenal dude, speaker. I mean, we've been around him.
Hype man.
He's my guy. We've been to the Hartman Center, and he's the hype man, and he's the one that got this thing started, if you really look at it, because if it wasn't for him, we would have never met Mike or whatever. And he's up there doing his thing, and a picture comes up that they had on the slide of our radio show. Now, mind you, the room that he's in, he's like, oh, yeah, this is your radio show, da-da-da-da. The guy's sitting here today or whatever, et cetera, et cetera. And then he was like, what's the name of your radio show again, Dennis? The Hot Box? The whole place shut down and started laughing. Because then they realized, it took a second to realize what he said that our show was and the environment that he was in. So Vic Reynolds looks at him and says, Mr. Green, I'm going to be watching you from now on, which was totally funny.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, my bad. It's the Penalty Box Radio. I was like, no, it's cool, Ron. We could be the Hot Box from now on.
Yeah.
So then that night, Tracy goes online and makes the little scratch off and puts the Hot Box on there and posted it. And you were like, where did I miss out on something? Dude had me dying. So
That's hilarious.
If y'all want to rebrand the show, we could go with it, man. That's up to you, man. I think Ron brought out a nice little catch name there.
The Hot Box.
Welcome to the Hot Box.
The Hot Box.
Blowing smoke.
But anyways,
Blowing
it was
smoke.
Blowing smoke.
it was a very motivational, and it was great.
Yeah, you
to
guys
watch
look
my
like
wife go up there on
That's
stage
awesome
with the
stuff,
Cobb County
dude.
DA.
That's
and,
really cool.
Flynn's his name. And do her thing, man. Yeah, she had me a little teared up. She was a little teared up. And then one of the judges came up to me and was like, I'm mad at you because you made me cry because I was watching you. It was just, for where I'm at today, to be in a room with these people, man, is like, it blows my mind. I had to bring it up on this show because this is our time. This is our platform. But dude, that's just, it's insane. But it's also insane from where we came from of how they're trying to
I love that, though.
push the extension so much to help. And it seems like Cobb County has turned the corner now.
And they're not ready to just throw it. Like,
They don't
throw
wanna
them
lock
and
us
lock
up
them and
anymore. They wanna
they
get
wanna
us
them
help.
and treatment.
Yeah,
That's,
and
that's awesome.
listening to the DA talk about all the resources that he has to do this and being in the service and knowing what those guys go through and girls, and then coming back and doing the Veterans Court and now actually controlling, the legal system for criminal in Cobb County. The way that Cobb County turned a corner, man, I'm proud of Cobb County, and I'm fucking glad it's going to be like that.
That's freaking awesome. Dude.
They don't want to lock us up anymore, man. They want to get us help.
That's good.
It's not 98 no more, right?
Yay, was a
No,
good
but seriously,
year, though.
man, that's my shout out. I mean,
That was a good one.
yeah.
It's hard to follow a shout out like that.
No, it's not.
That was good stuff, man.
Thanks.
It really was.
Thanks. You know what would be good? If you give one out too.
Want me to get one?
There he is, Ron Green, baby, the Hot Box. I'm telling you, we need to rebrand and market this thing.
That's
the cool
hilarious.
part about it is the way Tracy scratched out the middle name and just threw the Hot Box on there like a rebranding today type of deal, man. I don't know, man. Being in school in a lot of marketing classes, when you come up with a logo like that, it's kind of cool. I don't know. I just think it's cool to do that.
Right.
We take that picture up there and you scratch off those two and you just put Hot across there like crazy. We should do it, man. Think about it. Think about it, man.
Something to think
It fits
about.
into us, man, too, I don't know. The Hot Box. It gets hot in here. You be sweating a lot.
I always sweat. I fat sweat a lot.
Walking
We'll
up
take
that
a time
goddamn
out.
hill yesterday from the dock, I was sweating. Fat ass is trying to get up there. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to training camp.
For real. For real. So I'm going to pass it to you, man. Go.
Just my typical shout outs. The beautiful wife at home. I see her. She's tuned in. Rachel, I love you. Millie, right there with mom watching. Love you as well. Just salute you. Love you.
Dang. I'm gonna give a shout out to Antonio Brown for getting kicked out of the league for not paying a fine.
Yes, good. Good. I'm glad.
Way to go, bud.
Really? What else you got?
McFadden.
My guy.
They cheer so loud for us every time, man. This is thanks to the fans.
Always.
Seriously.
They support me and McFadden.
They
Yeah.
do support you too.
They do.
lot. They really do.
They typically stand outside when we leave. You know,
Yeah, that's
and
why
gotta
we got
get
to have. That's why
security
we've had to have
escort us out.
security the last couple weeks.
Coming to you live from the Hot Box, Yate the Great. Dude, we could push this thing, man.
We're pushing it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we're all in the hot business, you know what I mean? Like, fire alarm, it gets hot, get out the building. We could tie this in all the way, man.
Stop it.
Am I done?
Stop it.
I tried. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
You know, like the Cubs are hot,
Jesse.
the Braves are hot,
Hey,
the
dude,
Reds
he's
are hot.
he's the host, dude. He's
Look,
pushing.
hot penalty box.
What's up, Mike?
Oh, Ron, he knows what he's doing, man. He had that little catchphrase. I like it, man.
Yeah.
We may stick with it. We'll see where it goes.
Look at us,
Our,
man.
our fans are liking it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
I'm gonna hot box you soon. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go, man. Are you or someone you know in trouble with the law, or do you need your criminal record sealed? Do you want to get off of probation early? Do you have a personal injury case or a speeding ticket? Do you need a will? You need one, bro. If so, reach out to Tracy Tripp Hoffman at TT Attorney. You can reach her at 770-240-1014 or at Tracy at tt-attorney.com.
.com.
Call her. She'll help you. She loves
really
helping
will.
addicts. She loves helping those down and out. Get locked up. Pick
She's
up the
good.
phone.
Listen, she's good people, y'all. She really
Yeah.
is. She's better than this dude.
Definitely.
She's good people.
Definitely. All right, let's get right into it. We don't want our shout outs. We're good. We're going. NFL, we got some news, not a lot of news. We're kind of like in the dead spot right now. Training camp's about to start here in a couple of weeks. Everybody's home chilling, and we're about to find out what they do when they chill. You know what I'm saying? Miami's Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill is under investigation on allegations of assault/battery at a Miami Beach marina. A spokesperson for the Miami-Dade Police Department said on Tuesday. Mind you, this is the second time with this assault thing. He got away with the first one, without any too much penalty. Dalvin Cook has reached out to DeAndre Hopkins, asking him to team up with him and sign with the same team. Where will they end up? Question mark.
Nasty.
That's for our fans. Question of the day. Where will these two end up? Do we like the question? Should we push it out?
Like it.
Reach
the
out,
question
man.
of the
Comment.
Day. Like
Let us
it.
know where you think they're going to end up, if they even end up together. A lot of people in ESPN are saying, Cook, he sucks. It's over. He's put his 5 years in. Why would you want to team up with him? Is he going to change the team? Just what they're saying.
I still think Cook's got
Pick
a
him up
little-
in
little
fantasy
fuel
then.
left in the
Draft it.
tank.
That's what I was about to say.
Draft
Draft
him
him
then,
in. Yeah.
Running back Sony Michel returns for the second stint with the Rams. Just getting that in there because all these Georgia fans here. NFL to reinforce its gambling policy to players and people on the hot box from now on. All rookies will now be required to attend mandatory education sessions. Jesse starts this week. And a group of the league officials is making an in-person visit to team facilities
Oh.
to emphasize and clarify what activities are prohibited. Aim to rapid, whatever that says, of sports gambling. I copied that from the internet.
What do you mean, man? You said whatever it says. You don't want to type this up.
I didn't type it. I copied it.
You copied it?
Yep,
Proliferation.
I plagiarized it.
Proliferation.
Jeez, you
did.
plagiaristic prick.
It's okay, man. I cited it at the end of the page. We're good. Deion Sanders won't need his foot amputated, but had clot surgery on Friday. What are your thoughts? I put Deion in there, NFL, college football.
Yeah.
What's going on with him, man?
Who, Dion?
Yeah, dude,
His
they were about to cut his
girlfriend
foot
tweeted-
off.
Yeah, his girlfriend tweeted out yesterday. Everything went smooth. Everything went well. They focused on the clots and whatnot. I read the little article on it and all this. This is actually his 12th surgery to
Is this
dealing
something
with
related
this
to
stuff.
football?
It's probably something to do with football, baseball, all of it. But yeah, I can't. Let me take that back. I don't know if it is related to his past with sports, but this is the 12th surgery he's had. This is the 12th time he's had to deal with something like this. Though it was crazy. It was wild.
That is nuts, man.
Because the way the article I read was just misses amputation. I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Because I know he
Wow.
had surgery before when he was at his last job, and he was rolling around in that thing they give you now, like the scooter cart. So he
Yeah.
ain't on crutches or whatever. Those things are cool, man. We didn't have those when we were growing up. We crutched around with torn ligaments in our ankles.
Yeah, that's how y'all
I've
just
never
roll.
broken it, so.
What's wrong?
What do you think, man? What do you think about all this mess?
I don't even care about Dion's foot.
Nobody does really.
If he loses it, he loses it. I think it's irony, you know. It's in my mind's crazy, dude. Sometimes you got to cut off the foot to save the body. You know what I mean? He needs to lose a piece of himself so he can go further as a head coach in college football. Anyway, now that I went down that hole,
Yes, you did.
Tyreek Hill, hey, he ain't no different. He's just a man. He gets charged. You know, same thing with baseball, same thing with basketball. These people mess up too. They're humans. Dalvin Cook and Hopkins. Where's Cook going? What I heard was they're trying to push to the Jets. That's what I heard.
Oh, get over there with the
I heard that.
whole goober smooch, huh?
And if that happens,
It's
look
over.
out.
It's a wrap.
Look out. You would have Hopkins, Garrett Wilson throwing, catching balls from Rodgers, Dalvin Cook in the background. You already got Green up there
Yeah.
in the backfield.
Yeah.
Now, what would that do? I don't think they end up together. They're pushing that.
'Cause
It's
I think-
almost like they're trying to push a NBA super team.
They tried that once
know what I
already in
mean?
NFL. Yeah, it didn't work. Remember the Redskins back in was it the late 90s, early 2000s? When everybody went there and it didn't work out. Like they were nasty on paper, but they sucked that year.
Right.
I forget what year it was. Everybody went to Washington, like vets, like Bruce Smith. And there was a lot of other people that
Had
went
the
there.
whole squad, and they
Yes.
just
Yeah.
fizzled.
Yeah, I'm who really cares? Where I want to see where Hopkins goes. That's a big story.
course.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
that's a
huge
huge
I think
story.
He's one of the best wide receivers
Cook,
in the NFL.
like you said a minute ago, shelf life of running backs in
What
the
has he got?
NFL.
5 Pro Bowls. Usually that's your max on a running back.
Right.
Today.
You're lucky to hit 8 years.
Yeah.
in NFL as a running back. So whatever he said, I'm excited to see what Alexander Madison does now in Minnesota as his backup.
Yeah.
That's a guy to keep your eye on for fantasy. Just a little, I'll throw you that, Jim Jesse.
Don't need it.
You do, buddy.
I already know who I'm. McCaffrey. Hey,
Gonna be
dude,
hurt week 2.
That boy carried me.
Look,
Yeah, he's gonna be hurt in week 2 this year again.
Sonny Michelle returns for the second stint with the Rams.
I just
That's
threw
my first
that in
round
there.
pick. That's my
They're
first
throwing-
round pick, Sonny Michelle.
They're
First round.
throwing anything, at the wall right there with running backs in LA. I mean,
You know,
they got such big hype out there on their running backs, and then nothing really ever happened.
Ever.
You know,
You know what I was thinking the other day is who is going to come along and change the game again when it comes to that position? And I only think that way because when we were growing up,
Emmitt Smith.
no, he didn't change the game. Marshall Faulk changed that position. Remember? He changed the NFL game.
because of receiving.
Yes, because he
Yeah,
ran
you're right.
and caught out of the backfield.
Right.
And then everybody after him tweaked their position to do so. Like Emmitt Smith and them, you're right, they're great running backs. They were ground and pound guys. They had a fullback leading them, a good offensive line, and you wore the game down, you wore the clock out, and you kept
Yeah,
it.
but you like
you
you
rested
said,
your
you
defense.
really
and
built the.
there wasn't no high flying. The
Made
NFL
that
was
pos-
changed. Yeah. So who? Like I was thinking the other day because I was listening to the Dalvin Cook thing on the radio, and they were saying like a shelf life, running backs just don't last anymore. It's like a dying position. You only get a couple years out of them. It's a dying position. I don't want to say all the way, like the fullback died off eventually. And I was thinking in my head, I'm like, who's going to come along and change that position again? What does this person have to do to come in to change that position? Debo Samuels tried to do that, remember?
Right.
Like, he was catching and running also because he was fast, quick, in and out of the lines. But then when it came to payday, they were trying to pay him as a running back
instead of a receiver.
So then he went to them and said, I'm not touching the ball anymore out of the backfield. If you're going to pay me like that, I'm a receiver. Like, I need receiver money, because then they're starting to look at his shelf life. If you're going to keep running the ball behind the line, you're going to get
Taking
hammered.
them licks, yeah.
You're going to get hurt. So I was just thinking about that the other day. Who's going to come along and change that position again?
And not to be funny or anything though, but like if you watched McCaffrey last year, I know he's been riddled with injuries the last couple of years, but if you watched McCaffrey last year, because I watched him a lot because I did have him, and that's the only reason I'm saying this, is he did run, he did catch, and the motherfucker would throw. Dude, there was like 4 or 5 games he'd throw the football for touchdowns.
Yeah, but
like,
that
I know
goes-
that's not dynamic. That's not going to be in every game.
That goes back to
scripted.
Marshall Falk again. I'm talking about changing that.
I mean, how do you change that position
I don't
any
know.
more than
That's
that?
what I was thinking of. Like, where will it go and what will it become? Who's going to do that?
So
somebody
they-
will.
I don't think the position will ever go away, but
It'll
I don't know how much
change,
more
though.
you can change it.
Well, I'll tell you how they can change it, and the Atlanta Falcons might be doing it this year. You know, with Bijan Robinson, they
yeah, 'cause he
can line
can
him
go out in the
up in the slot.
Oh shoot!
That's
So
right.
imagine if you
That's
know
right.
pre-snap, you got Bijan Robinson in the slot, and then audible, and he
Audible,
comes
boom, right
into the
there.
backfield.
See, my thing, yeah, because he has the body for it too.
Right. So
Because-
that could be.
Because Debo, I mean, when you look at him on paper or on TV, and I've never met him in person, so I don't know his real size.
Right.
It's kind of like he's built to do it once in a while, but he doesn't have the body to sustain it and continue to be
Yeah,
consistent.
I think
like
he's
that.
more. He's a littler guy. Isn't Debo? He's like a tall, skinny guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have
Yeah.
the body, but there is people.
Like
there
a-
are
like
other
a
players out
shit
there.
brick
And maybe the
house.
position will change to that, like you were saying. We'll see.
Yeah, because
That's what I was thinking about.
There's a couple of them, out there right now, and McCaffrey's one of them as far as pass catching. So if they see, the Falcons run that scheme and it's
And
successful,
it works. Oh yeah, then everyone start
you
breaking
have
theirs down.
you have McCaffrey that you could do that with.
Yeah.
You got Austin Eckler you could
Yeah.
do that
Yeah,
with.
Eckler.
They were saying he didn't reset the market either when he got his contract.
Right.
Eckler. So with Cook waiting around, he's like getting caught up in the thing. You're not going to get the money you're asking for. No running back has reset the market here recently. Like Barkley's holding out right now because he wants his contract from the Giants.
And that's the
you're
thing
not gonna
is
get
like you
much.
said, the shelf life with running back. You're not. I don't believe there's gonna be a running back that's going to, like you said, reset the market or set the bar higher. Because what they'll do, they're gonna look for the next man in line. Like, dude, literally, Barkley.
know who
if, we,
ruined-
if we give you this kind of money, Barkley, in 2 years you're done. I'm not giving you.
know who
I'm not giving
ruined
you
that?
7, 8, 9 year money.
You know who ruined that recently? Elliott. Zeke.
Ezekiel, yeah,
They gave him
absolutely
that
did.
$98 million contract and he didn't do
Absolutely didn't
shit
do
out of it.
nothing.
When they pulled his stats, he had decent stats, but not the way that it should be for that type of money.
And
I remember them talking about that too. Like, I think he ruined that big
a
contract
wide
for running
receiver
backs.
can stay in the league for a good amount of time and make that kind of money, quarterback. But like you said, dude, that running back, the second he gets the snap, dude, it's a lot of ground. Like you said, a lot of running, a lot of hitting hard, a lot of injuries that come with that position. And I don't think Barkley will get that dynamite blockbuster contract that he's looking for. And I don't think anybody until like you said, until someone comes along and can really transform that, like what you're
Well,
talking
it's-
about, Atlanta, and it's in the process, but nobody's going to get that blockbuster deal until someone totally perfects that.
It's funny though that you brought that up because really, truly, you might be
Onto something.
Yeah, because it's a little, and I was just sitting here thinking when you were talking, it's deeper than that because you presented that question, right,
Yeah.
about a running back, right? These running backs are going to have to start being versatile.
Yeah.
To even
Because-
be
And I say it because of this. Think about your quarterback. Damn near every quarterback that's coming
run.
into the league
Can
can
run.
run the ball.
Yeah.
exactly.
So
I don't think the position will go anywhere either. right?
I mean, it won't. But like you said, there's about 5 or 6 teams right now that they don't even utilize their running backs because their quarterback can throw the ball great and run the ball.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
you still have some
There's 16
traditional
yeah, there's
stand in
16
the pocket passing quarterbacks.
And there's teams like Tennessee, they depend on their running back. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it'll never go away. But there are teams that literally do not spend money in that position. Have a committee of 3 that they barely pay.
Yeah. Buffalo.
You know? Yeah, exactly.
San
Like
Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
But McCaffrey came to San Francisco.
Miami.
He'll get a contract.
Miami.
Yeah.
McCaffrey's not going to get another big contract. He already
Kansas
got
City.
his.
Yeah.
Yeah, McCaffrey's done.
You
with
don't think he'll get a
no,
good contract?
No, he just had one. He's done. He gets hurt too much. This year will prove again if he gets hurt again. He can't.
Well, and
he's just not consistent with.
When they
getting
hand
hit
the
that hard
injuries.
either.
40 touches a game, dude.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
It's not
They-
like
they
it
wear
was
him
back in the
out.
day.
God, man,
Yeah.
you're going to be broken.
Yeah, the game has changed. They're just bigger, faster, and
Bigger,
stronger,
faster,
man.
stronger. That's
And
it.
they're more. The medical field has changed today, technology wise. So they're pulling these guys out. They're making them sit more. They're
They
seeing
are.
when they get hurt,
They
the
are.
concussions, the longer stints in between injuries to make sure they're okay when they come back. It ain't like the 80s and 90s, man, where half of these dudes
Shoot
look
him
at-
up and get him back out
Perfect
there.
example. Look at Deion Sanders. His issues are about to amputate his foot because he played in NFL and
And they probably
baseball.
shot him up so many times. You know how many
Not
times
even
he
shot
probably
him
got
up.
shot
It's just what the damage that he did from running and pounding
And high stepping.
Yes,
high
high
stepping.
stepping.
You know, it's just the turf. They want to get rid of turf. They're doing studies on that. There's too many injuries on the turf. They want to go back to grass.
Damn it, Dion. High stepping ass boy, man.
step.
So that's another
Boy.
question, man. Who would change the running back position?
Yeah.
Who's
I
going to
like
step
that
up?
question.
It's true because someone's going to come along and change the game. Just like the quarterback up and coming. I don't know where he's at in high school right now. The dude that could throw both ways,
Both
left and right.
hands.
Will he change? Will he
Toss it over.
Will he
Toss it
reset
over.
the quarterback position? He may because that's cool that these people, like I always said, you're switch pitchers. There's a dude in college right now that does that. I forget, Oklahoma or something like that.
A switch pitcher,
Yeah,
that's
switch
dope.
pitcher. You got more time on this arm. Let's go. You could do it in the middle of the game. Like when these kids are coming up,
Wow.
why aren't they not thinking of it? We got switch hitters. You know, we got switch.
And like, yeah, that's something to think about. So yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like, really,
The quarterback up and coming, he's nasty, dude. He could throw left and right as a quarterback.
I'll
right
have to
now.
look that up. I didn't
Yeah,
even know
dude,
that.
watch the video
But
on
you've
it.
got it. Like
Sick.
after so long, you've got to separate. You're right, to separate yourself and make yourself relevant in a crowd of that dude can throw 100 yards. That dude can throw 100 yards. That could do. This dude can throw 100 yards right or left.
Like Michael Vick,
This
he
is wild.
changed. I mean, really Randall Cunningham, but whatever. Michael Vick changed the NFL.
Running like a beast.
Yeah.
Like they're doing movies on him right now, little documentaries. When you actually go back and watch them again, you're like, dude, what?
Animal.
Like you just couldn't
Nasty.
touch him. Like Barkley, for an example, at the running back position, when he was at Penn State, he was unstoppable. Like you couldn't touch this dude. He was squatting 600-700 pounds. He gets to the NFL. The game has changed, man. You are no longer elite. Like everybody runs as fast as you, hits as hard as
Hits
you.
as hard as you.
And-
Linemen that can run as fast
Yeah,
as
of
you
course.
and hit you hard.
Yeah, defensive ends that can run faster than you and are bigger than you to get hit harder than you.
Right.
It's just, I don't know, man. That's what I was thinking about the other day. Because, you know, we sit around and we wait for that one, right? So we had Jordan. He changed the game of basketball. You know, shoes, marketing, and all that stuff. Then you had, in the NFL, you had like your Marshall Falks. You had
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. We got the joy of Tiger Woods. Then LeBron came
Kobe.
around. Kobe. And then
Kobe.
LeBron, too. No matter what anybody says about LeBron, he changed the game of basketball.
Sure.
I don't care what you say because of
Tom
how good he was.
Brady's. There's all kinds
Yeah.
of them that come along. You're right.
So
are you
who's-
in
Bryce
school, in
Harper.
school? Are you guys doing something with marketing as far as who comes along and changes something?
No, that's just always been
I,
me
what
in
he's
no, I
sports.
like it. I like.
Yeah.
I
I
like.
like
it.
great. I
like
like
that you're-
greatness in sports.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're growing up, when we're younger, we hate it because our teams don't get through, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
God damn, we can't beat them. Like I always wanted Peyton Manning to win more Super Bowls when we were growing up because I liked Peyton Manning, dude. He was just your.
He was dynamite.
It was nasty, but he just couldn't get through Tom Brady. But once and then twice, the second time, it was just hard for him to get through that guy. It was like anybody else in the NBA with Michael Jordan. How many people should have rings right now besides Drexler and what's his face, tall dude, Hakeem
Olajuwon?
Yeah,
Hakeem Olajuwon.
they're the only two to get one in his era. Really, when he started, really in the '90s, when he started going to finals and winning them, because you know, we won't talk about the '80s with Jordan because he couldn't get through the Pistons.
He
But
couldn't.
you know, it's one of those things where so many people, Charles Barkley and all them, should have rings. I mean, they deserved it, but they just couldn't get through them. I like that. Especially when I'm older, you can enjoy the greatness.
Right.
Like people hate Tom Brady, but dude, he was
Phenomenal.
nasty.
Great
dude.
to watch.
Right?
Great to watch.
LeBron's cool to watch. He's always there. He's on TV. He's changing his games. His kids are up and coming now. This is going to be cool. I don't think they'll ever be him, but, you know, just like Tiger Woods' son is coming up on golf right now.
He is not him.
No. Who's
He
the
is not
next?
him.
Who's our next one? They say that dude that just got drafted in NBA may be the one that was overseas. The Spurs.
Wembanyama,
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
But we'll see. Who's the next one? That's what I'm waiting for. Will be cool.
Garbage. That guy's
We're asking you guys right now, who is going to be the next great one? Who is it?
Nobody can say that, really.
You really can't.
You can't until it happens because
Right.
the hype. Of
You know,
them-
Mahomes was a great one, but who's going to be the next great one?
Well, the next Manning coming up be the next one. We get to see him this year, starting
you,
to show at
man,
Texas.
you get all these little glimmers of what could be.
Yeah.
What
Who
could
is-
be?
Who is on the Madden cover for 24?
Josh Allen.
Josh
We
Allen.
just
Did
talked
you
about
see
the
that?
last show.
Oh,
because
yeah,
you lost
yeah,
up.
yeah.
You were
Yeah,
on
we talked about
suspension
that,
again
too.
for gambling.
I wasn't on.
We were talking about Josh
So
Allen.
listen, we're gonna get into a break, and when we come back, you know, we're gonna jump right into MLB baseball. You know, we're done with the football for now. There's a couple of NCAA football notes, but when we come back, we'll get right back into it. Fans, show up, show out, respond to the questions. Coming back to you, brought to you from Power 108.9.
We'll be back. I love it. Thank Welcome back to the Hot Box Penalty Radio. You're listening to Power 108.9. Thank you for taking us out for break, 8. That was awesome. I love it. NCAA football, man. Talk to us about it, Yate.
Oh, so there's only a couple things for me as far as what to hit on about that.
Yeah.
We'll start out with the lesser news. All of the quarterbacks coming into the next class in NCAA football had their show put on, you know, as far as what we can do. You know, the Aaron Nolans of Ohio State coming in, which is supposed to be our next quarterback. The Dylan Rayolas that's going into Georgia.
Yeah, that transferred out.
Right. And so big news about him is, so he started day one at the top of this class, you know, because he's supposed to be, you know, him.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, he had dropped to like 8th. You know, said his accuracy was off. And then everybody started blasting this kid, man, about I didn't know this until a couple of days ago, but that kid transferred 4 times in high school. Went to 4 different schools, transferred 4 times just in high school, right?
What state?
I think
Sorry
he's
if
out
you
of
didn't know.
California.
That's what I thought. Like
Just trying to bounce around, finding the right school.
Right.
system.
Or you know, I mean,
Maybe it's the right system. Yeah,
That's
that
what I'm
too.
thinking too. That's what I'm
Or
thinking.
the
yeah.
right system
Money.
so he get his stats up.
right. So anyway, whatever. They're starting to question this kid's commitment.
Oh,
you
to
know?
transfer back out of Georgia.
So yeah, because not only did he do that, so you know, he was originally committed to Ohio State.
where did he not?
He decommitted from Ohio State and went and committed to Georgia, right?
That's
so he's a
right.
Georgia commit right now, but they're like questioning this kid entirely. You know, his commitment to. Are you going to be? You know, the same thing with kids like Quinn Ewers, that was also committed to Ohio
Went to
State. that
Texas,
is
and now
a
he's out
Texas
there,
quarterback.
too.
Right.
I'm wondering if his parents are way too involved, like you said with the high school stuff. I bet his dad's involved a little too much. Like, hey, we're gonna come and play for your program, but we're gonna need a little of this.
Because they got
this.
Georgia. Georgia's
you
got.
bounce around that much. Like that's
Was
crazy.
it Manning in that thing? Because he's starting Texas this year.
Yeah, but
isn't
he stayed at the same high
Hey,
school
listen,
through it all.
they're saying Arch Manning is not him either.
Really?
They're saying he ain't worth a damn as far
But
as
was he in
when
that?
to get rid of
was
the
he
ball.
in that deal? That all these other quarterbacks? were
No.
in? So he
No,
didn't
it's
come.
He's not
next
even-
year.
Yeah, he's a sophomore or junior this year.
It's next year.
Yeah, he's not a senior.
2024
Oh,
class.
that's right. So Manning plays. That's right. He's not coming in until not this year.
another
next
2
year.
more years.
Right. So anyway, that's just some small news about your quarterbacks coming in.
You're
Because,
saying they're saying Manning ain't it either?
right. That's what I'm saying.
Really, from everything that they've
But
been
he
watching
could
on
be
him.
he could be coachable. He could be coachable. But they're saying he holds the ball too long, doesn't get.
Because he
rid
can
of
run
it.
too. He's one of those.
Is he a hog?
He's a new quarterback now.
So you'll see about him coming soon. I don't think he's going to be what his hype was. Congrats on getting.
So
NIL
he's
money, but-
he's rode this long just on his name alone.
right.
Now it's gonna have to. The rubber's gonna meet the road, and he's gonna actually have to perform.
Did-
He's
well,
going to be in the SEC with Texas.
Yes.
The only reason I say that is because that kid Rayola for Georgia, he's already got Carson Beck and Brock Vandagriff ahead of him
Yeah.
in pecking order. So kids like that get all this hype, they want to come in and start day one.
If they
Day
don't, they
one.
transfer out.
Right.
Now.
Yeah, where are you going to go? He's going to be Ole Miss's quarterback, something
like that.
So that's something to look at, but, not knocking the kid, but this is just what I'm hearing. Also, the big news out of college football is LSU vacating every win from 2012 to 2015
What?
in football under Les Miles because of paying. So they had a kid down there, an offensive lineman, that they had paid for the entire. He was ineligible to play his entire collegiate career because of money. They were paying him. It went back to the boosters. That we talked about this on
Yeah,
shows.
why are they doing that?
Prior, his parents actually were given jobs by this.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this
booster.
before. That's right. Yeah.
And so what's the biggest hitting part about that is when they lose 37 wins, it drops Les Miles to his winning percentage. So to get into the College Football Hall of Fame as a coach, you have to have a winning percentage of 600 or better, .600 or better. 6 games out of 10, you have to win to be eligible.
Yeah.
It dropped him down to 597, bro, when he lost those 37 wins, right?
And he didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh,
He's the
yeah,
coach. Of
he
course
did.
he does.
Of course he had something to do with it, so
So, I mean, moving forward, we don't have to worry about this garbage anymore because it doesn't exist.
so they had
They're all getting paid. if they
right,
wanna
they
get
had
paid.
self-imposed sanctions on them, on themselves.
Oh, so they self-imposed?
They had done that previously, so it was all private, but as of I think this past Thursday, it all came out and was made public. So, yeah.
So they knew about this years ago and the sanctions were put in place. They just didn't make it
quiet.
public. Damn.
Yeah.
What made him? Who brought the?
Because you can
the
today.
light to
Who
it?
cares?
Well, the NCAA, they
because now people are getting paid.
they
Why
was
not bring out
already
the garbage?
investigating. You know what I'm saying? Like they built how deep was it sure, you can come out
So
and
they
say,
basically looked into it, saw it like, okay, it didn't go crazy deep. The president wasn't involved. We can expose all
level
this shit.
level one infractions, which is
Yeah.
the most
Yeah,
serious
it's the
in
most
college. So now it's been made public. They lose, I think, 8 scholarships a year.
For how many years?
Football for just a few years. Basketball, they lost a couple scholarships.
Are they going to be ineligible for the playoffs or anything? Or
Oh no, I'm sure not.
They
I'm
don't
sure.
really do that anymore.
No.
Because a lot of colleges will self-impose so they don't lose out on postseason.
Okay.
But I mean, Les Miles is a big name college coach. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
coming from what all he's done, and the fact that
he's going to have to get
something
back out
like
there
that.
and start. He's going to have to get back out there and start coaching.
he
so
ain't
can,
finna get. Ain't nobody bringing him in because the last time he coached was
Kansas?
Kansas.
Yeah, and they stopped.
3 years ago.
Yeah, they stopped.
No way.
And-
He's got to get. He needs to win at least 5 more games so he can get in there.
And I mean, I might be saying this wrong, but I think something went on over there at Kansas with staffers, female staffers.
Yeah, that's why they pushed
Oh,
him out. I
really?
remember that. Yeah.
I mean, I might.
Oh,
I know
okay.
what happened at LSU with
Even if he
female
gets his-
staffers.
even if he
but-
gets his winning percentage up, it don't matter because all that LSU success he had is gone on the record book. So it's not
37
not gonna make
wins.
him eligible. That just goes away when they look
well,
at
no,
him.
he said it. He said it like 5.97 is.
Yeah,
What he's
even
at.
if he's eligible, he's
goes
still
and
gotta
wins
have
like
other things.
Has a winning season.
Yeah, how's he
Right.
get in the Hall of Fame if LSU doesn't exist? That's his success. Think about that. It doesn't exist
You can
anymore.
still add it to your lifetime stats, though, can't you?
yeah.
But it's vacated. The victories, they won't
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah, those victories are
That's
done.
like Reggie Bush still doesn't have his Heisman Trophy. They don't talk about him as a Heisman Trophy winner, even though we know him as.
Right.
But on the books, he is not. They took his trophy and won't even give it back. He asked for it back when NIL came out, and they still told him no. The rules were the rules back then. We're not giving it back to you. So he's never considered in college football a Heisman Trophy winner. He doesn't go to any of the shows, any of the presentations. He's not accepted there.
right.
So when they look back to consider for the Hall of Fame,
because he got paid.
it's erased. That's really, I believe, how they look at it. Look at Pete Carroll. That got erased at USC, too. And he was dominant. He should be in the College Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So I think you're out, too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I'm excited. I
I know, college football's right around the
Football's
corner.
right here, bro.
baby. It's June, the middle of June. We got like a month. We got training camp coming up.
Yeah, it's common.
We got preseason Labor Day weekend.
I'm
It's
excited to
coming.
draft a mid
coming.
subpar team in fantasy
Yeah.
and get whooped again.
Get
you know,
whooped. We're ready, Mike. We're ready.
He said a mid-sub team and
Listen.
get whooped.
I'm
Hey,
taking too
get
many
mollywopped.
shots on people that
Did you
ain't
get mollywopped?
proven.
Did you get mollywopped?
He had a rough year last year. We both did. It's okay.
No, y'all did okay.
MLB baseball. I know I do okay. I'm a 2-time champ. I'm not
You
one,
are-
3-time
you are a champ,
actually.
Dude, you're a champ.
I know I am. We'll get you there one day, dude.
Trying, dude.
Nah.
I'm trying.
You're good at
Hey,
third.
dude, I'm good at like finishing second and third. That's what I do.
No, third.
I'll take that.
I want to take that. I'd
That's
rather
in the
be number-
money.
I'd rather be last place than win it all. Win it all or last. First person coming to second is the worst because you lost.
But you don't get the first draft pick by finishing last.
You don't get the first draft pick right
He
now
doesn't
either.
do it like that. He just lets people pick.
Because we are in a normal fantasy football league where people drop out every year and come in. It's not a dynasty league.
With the first pick in the 2023 NFL fantasy football draft.
It's the hot box
Jesse
draft.
Yater.
Jesse Rollins.
Daniel Yater.
It's the
selects
hot box draft.
Mike McFadden. From Power 108.9.
At least he'll last all
Michael's been-
season, unlike McCaffrey.
Michael, in his young years, was quarterback for Power 108.9.
Yeah.
14 consecutive years.
Yeah. Anyway,
On other notes, MLB baseball. The Atlanta Braves are 49-27 on the season, 9-1 in their last 10 games. The Braves broke the Reds' 12-game winning streak last night. The Braves are hot. Chicago Cubs are 37-38 on the season and are 9-1 in their last 10 games. The Cubs are hot. The Yankees are 42-35 on the season, 4-6 in their last 10 games. Aaron Judge now has a torn ligament in his toe, and there's no timetable on his return right now.
That's
Baseball, baby. This is where we're at.
The Braves are braving, man.
All-Star break's coming. We all know baseball starts after
Oh, yeah.
the grind. You guys are straight. Yeah, 1 or 2 team race right now. You're like a 1-team race.
in our division,
Yeah.
the Marlins are hanging, man.
know.
Dude,
they are.
that is crazy that the Marlins, dude, because
They're
they
young.
went in the offseason, they went and added A couple really, really, you got Soler. What is it? Herrera. Dude, that dude is like Arias batting 500. That dude, out of every bat, gets on base at least 2 to 3 times.
I was gonna
game,
talk
dude.
about that dude.
That kid, I was watching.
He gonna get paid, and he ain't gonna be by the Marlins.
When they were playing the Cubs. Because I play fantasy baseball, so I watch I'm just like, how is this possible? So the announcers were talking about it. They're like, this kid, he's there 2 hours to 2.5 hours before everybody else. Okay, whether it's a home game or away game, he's in there, and that's all he does is he's over there BP. He's got his bat everywhere they go when they're in another. He's got his bat in his hand at all times, like swinging the bat. Like. Now it makes sense why he gets on baits all the time, dude. Like, this kid is like, have you seen anything about him or read?
No.
I want you to read some stuff about the kid because he's just.
How about I just watch him?
There you go, just watch him.
Since I have the ticket.
Dude, he does not like. I'm telling you, it's rare. Like, he doesn't go over. He's on base every single game, dude. It's
Why didn't you
nuts.
draft him then?
I don't know. I had him 2 seasons ago, and he was doing okay. But I'm in a keeper league, and I did not keep him. I wish I would have.
Dude, he's batting 401 right now.
Is that for the season?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
No one has ever finished that high.
Ted
He's
Williams.
on track to it,
Didn't
dude.
Ted
Yeah,
Williams
that's right.
finish
Ted Williams did 400. He's the only other dude to do it.
But what I'm saying is, all right, so Jesse just said, how come you don't know that? I'm saying not a
Me?
I'm saying like yes.
How don't I know about this?
Why
kid?
ain't like
I'm out of
this
loop
being
right now.
pumped?
It should be
Like,
pumped.
dude,
It
that's
should.
batting 401.
Do you
That's
want me to get on
huge.
this kid?
No, we're not talking about. You're talking
I'm
about
on
in
him.
the sports,
That's it.
just
No, no,
in
no.
sports. Period. Like
Shut your
this-
mouth right now. You got what you asked for. We're on it. Go ahead, talk to me about him.
Dude, all right,
We're gonna
he's,
pump this
nasty.
kid.
he's the second
Nasty.
baseman.
Is he destroying the Braves' life?
No, but he's
no,
keeping
no.
them. He's a
keeping
part
them
of
relevant.
what's keeping them. Dude, they're 6
But he ain't
games
tearing
back.
you guys up when he plays you.
No, well, we got a set coming up against them. We got a 3-game series coming up against them in 2 series.
Him.
Good. I can't wait because I hope he tears that ass up.
Him,
Well, that's not going to
We're
happen.
gonna
'cause
push him and pump him then.
Well, we're
Listen,
the Braves. I'm just
him
saying.
and Soler and all these young kids
Dude,
over
he's-
in Miami.
He's leading the league in average
Base
and hits.
and base
So
hits.
back in 1909? No, it was 2000, I think.
Did you say 19?
No, 1990. Was it 97? No, it was, I think, 2000. Fuck the Marlins. Ever since then.
yeah, I know.
That was
got
the World
you, I
Series
got you.
we
I
should have had, and
see-
we
oh,
lost
yeah.
to 7 games.
I'm
Ever
just
since
saying,
then,
this
I've never
kid-
watched them again.
This kid is good, but
He
not to
is.
talk too much about them because they don't lead our division.
They don't.
The kid's batting 401.
401.
Yes.
Hats
I'll
off
tell
to
you
you,
exactly
sir.
what
For
he's
me,
batting right
not
Luis-
knowing this, I've been out
Luis
of the loop.
Herrera.
I'm in school.
Herrera.
I'm going to slide the left side of your jaw.
Yeah, here he goes.
Yeah, my bad, man. Like, I feel bad right now.
No, you
I need to
shouldn't.
pump him.
Well, I'm saying like that's common, dude.
401.
God damn, he
And
is
his
batting
OPS,
400.
dude. His OPS is 950, dude. 136 total bases.
Dude,
many
do you
years has
know?
he been in the league?
Do you know what Ronald Acuna has truly done this year?
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
do.
saying,
He's the reigning
this
MVP.
kid
and he
is
batted
killing the
316
game,
last year.
and that kid right there got more hits than him.
That's nuts. And they both
Acuna
play the
is
same
second.
amount.
But it's one of those markets he's in again, and he ain't going to get to play for MVP.
Tell me that's not nasty. Look at that. 110 for 274.
That's nasty.
That is nasty. Out of 274 at bats, this kid is been on base 110.
How many years
times.
has he been in the league?
3, 4.
So he's got 2 more until he can become a free agent.
Right,
And then he's gone.
right.
Who's going to pay him?
Yeah, he's gonna.
Mets?
No,
Because you're going to stink it up when he gets there, like the Mets. They
Yeah.
stink.
The
They
Braves
stink.
don't spend money on superstars.
Yes, they
You
do.
know that.
The whole
like,
team is prepaid.
Yeah, but they're
we-
you guys
me
don't
right
spend
now?
money on big.
We have the
Tell me
best.
that's not Elliott.
Oh, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
whoop 'em.
Look, the Braves general manager is the greatest general
smart,
manager
genius.
in all of baseball,
Genius.
in my
Oh, of
opinion.
course.
Because we have all these guys under long-term contracts.
Yep.
keep
Early.
extending.
But they buy into
Yes.
what we have going on, man.
They love it.
Our brotherhood and just the environment here. You see the results. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I was talking last night too about this. There's nobody in the MLB right now that can hang with us in a 5 or 7 game series right now, currently, including Tampa. I said the only people that
I
can
don't know,
hang with
man.
us.
That's tough.
All right, so we're gonna find out because we got Cleveland, Minnesota, Miami, and then Tampa.
You do play Tampa.
Coming up.
3 game set?
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be good.
So we got Tampa coming up in 3 series, I think. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at
Here
with
or in Tampa?
that. In Tampa.
Cool.
I think.
Okay.
I think we got the Twins at home, Miami at home.
Yeah.
And
then
we got
go over
Cleveland.
there.
We got Cleveland
Yeah.
either or. We play them in 3 series.
Nice.
The only people that can contend with us right now, in my opinion, is Arizona's pitching.
Yeah, Arizona's
been nasty lately. as of
Hey,
late.
we beat Texas 1-0 yesterday.
Yes,
And
you
Texas
did.
is the truth.
Yeah.
I know.
Dude,
and we
Texas
beat
is
them.
the truth.
We're the
They
truth,
are
too.
the
We
truth.
just always hurt.
And y'all's division, dude, is up for what are y'all, 3 games
Dude,
back?
Yes, it's crazy, man.
I put the Braves in my division. We'll see what the record
crazy.
is.
Oh, we would be in second. We would be above Baltimore.
I'm saying if you played in that division every game,
We would
not
be
your
second.
record.
We would be second.
Actually play, not in the NL.
you know what? We would be
play
first.
in our division.
Yeah, because we would be
If you
handing
played every
Tampa.
team in our division,
Yep.
played our schedule.
Yep, we would
you
be
think?
handing Tampa more losses, so they wouldn't have more wins. We would probably be leading y'all's division right
No,
now.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, we don't.
I think
have,
you would be mid-grade like everybody else.
We don't have people in our roster, dude, that sit out for torn
That-
ligaments.
And
Do
that's
you
what I'm saying.
understand?
That's
You
what's
just had
crazy is
Acuna out all
his-
last year. He sucked because he tore his goddamn ACL the year before.
But what I was getting
That's
at
a
though is
ACL.
there's nobody.
It's a
really
ligament. It's
on
the same thing.
In his knee, though, Judge is like, oh my.
It's turf toe. Remember what turf toe used to do to people?
Steve McNair played with it his entire career.
and never
Alcorn State.
and never won a Super Bowl.
That's fine, dude, but he played.
But he
didn't
never won a
sit
Super
out.
Bowl.
But
he was
listen,
5 yards short of
What
winning
I was
one.
getting at though
Listen, if
was
you
the
played in
Braves
our-
don't ever pay anybody. They
Yes,
don't give
they
them
do.
these big contracts.
Yes,
the
they
last one to
do.
ever have a big contract was Freddie Freeman, and
What do
he
you
left
mean?
'cause he
Harris
didn't get
just
his
got a
money.
big contract. Acuna
That's
got
not
his big
those
contract.
aren't big contracts though.
Here's-
I'm talking about these are they won the World
No,
Series. To
it's
me-
not. It's
to
not
me,
big years.
That's what I'm saying. To me, this team won the World Series 2 years ago.
Why do you
And
have to
I'm just
pay
saying,
them?
I
Why do you have
I
to pay
know.
him big
No,
contracts
he's
to win in the World
genius.
Series?
He's a genius.
What he does is he signs these players before their 6 years is up, so they become a free agent and they buy him because they want their money now.
Right.
I
That
know,
is the
that's why
smartest
he's
sports
genius.
move
That's
to
why
do in
he's
baseball.
genius.
And we have
That's
a-
why he's genius.
We have a
When's the
brotherhood.
last time the Cubs signed someone to do a big contract?
Dude, we gave Swanson or exactly what he wanted, dude.
Okay, that was the same thing that Harris got from the Braves.
The
Same thing that
problem
Olsen
is-
got that Freeman went to LA for. LA paid the Braves just signed Olsen to the big contract, almost the same that Freddie Freeman got. That's a big contract. It's over $100 million.
The problem is man, is you like, all right, look at the Mets. Look what they did.
They
With
suck.
that pitching. They gave all this money. They
And
gave
didn't do
all this money.
anything.
Scherzer
And then they're
and-
injured. They're
and-
injured.
and
They
Verlander.
suck.
God,
You
dude.
don't-
Horrible.
Dude, you know how like heartbreaking that would
Oh, it
be
ain't to
spend
me,
those
dude. It's great.
Just those millions
I
of
love it.
dollars.
I love
then
then look at the
And you got
Phillies.
then you got a squad over here that's pitching lights out for less than $100,000.
Look at
Or
the
less than $1
Phillies
million.
though. The Phillies. I mean, they gave Harper his contract, but that's years ago. So that's fanning out.
That's
now,
the
right?
difference, though. You
they
give
were in the World
these
Series
couple
last year.
guys big contracts.
Yeah.
These guys are in it for themselves and for the money.
Yeah.
They're not in it for the
not in it
organization.
for-
They're
Yeah.
not in it for World Series
Yeah.
titles. The goddamn Braves are in it for World Series
Yeah.
titles.
I know.
They buy in here. Chop on. Oh, dude, don't get me going, man. Chop on in the Battery.
Are you even a Braves fan though? Like,
Get serious.
First of
I'm
all,
just- no, I'm just. we're
First
just
of all, you know
wondering.
he's a Braves fan.
He
Second
is a
of all,
Braves fan.
let's just hope that we don't have the '90s Braves all over again. You got your
gosh,
one
dude.
last year, this year. Let's just hope.
We
We'll
don't
see.
want
You cannot
that.
hurt my feelings, bruh.
No, this
Bruh.
ain't the Falcons.
Bruh.
This is the Braves.
No, seriously,
This is the Falcon,
I
not the
don't,
Falcons.
No, we don't need another '90s gauntlet like that. Like, let's just.
You know why you
let's
will
just-
be pitching. You still don't have pitching.
Spencer Strider leads the MLB in strikeouts right
Doesn't
now.
matter.
I'm just dropping stats on
that
your head.
kid
That's it.
implodes,
No,
man.
you
That's
do.
it.
You always know you need more pitching. Today.
Our bullpen is actually the best in the MLB.
But you guys
No,
have
no,
been
no.
falling
We have the
apart a
best
lot.
statistics in the bullpen in MLB. Calm down.
get out of
Yankees got the best bullpen.
That's
Pull the
true.
stats.
King,
Pull the stats.
Peralta, he does.
Pull the stats.
he does. He
Don't
does.
touch my
You know who's got the
fucking
worst
good
bullpen in the MLB?
You know when we come to the
Chicago
house,
Cubs.
we'll see in August how good you really are, pal.
We will.
I got a 3-game set against you
Hey,
in your
I'm
house.
gonna see you in August too, buddy.
We ain't worried
will.
about you, man. You guys are below 500.
But see, the thing is,
You're below
It gotta
500.
be that way, dude. That's the Cubs.
poor Larry Crown.
Listen, we'll see.
The Braves
It's
are
heating up.
knocking the cover off the ball.
Let's go
dude.
so are the Dodgers every year, and they get beat in the first round.
Damn, you heard
Over
what he
100
said.
wins.
You heard it first on the Hot Penalty Box Radio.
It's the Hot
bitches.
Dude, we lead the league in homers. Bring your bullpen, and we're going to send them
Okay.
back to the Bronx.
Okay, we'll see, because we've won every series we ever won when we come here.
Bring
When's the last time you
Windy
beat us?
City Baby Braves, and we're going to send you back to Wrigley.
He ain't bullshitting. He's probably going to blow you out.
Bring
Sweet
who
dude.
you want, and we're going to send you packing players.
Not gonna happen.
Dude, I love
This
it.
is
Come on.
Braves country.
Come on, let's go, baby. He's pumped. I love it.
This is
You pumped,
Braves
Mike?
country.
The Braves are wild again. We're back in the 90s here.
My bad,
Yes,
guys.
he is
Now
getting
get pumped. I love
He's getting
it.
pumped. He's getting pumped,
Because
man.
you know the
can't-
Yankees suck.
He's getting pumped. They do turn up, boy.
They do, man. I
They
love
get
it.
wild.
Dude.
That's good, man. It's baseball, man. I love it.
You think
It's
the
good
boy will
stuff.
be a Braves fan? Because
Yes.
they're good and
Oh yeah, your son's gonna definitely
That's
be a
awesome.
Braves fan, dude.
Yeah,
You're gonna be
that'd be
taking him
cool.
to all kinds of Braves
that would be
games.
awesome.
Tripp's going to take them and make them sit through the last pitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's gonna be
dude.
like, Dad, can we go? He's gonna be like, Dad, can we go?
So I know the Yankees are here in August, so we're gonna be looking at buying tickets. Bring him to his first Braves game, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking in my head, fuck, Atlanta in August, dude. I'm gonna have to sit through every goddamn.
Every pitch, dude.
Tracy don't leave,
Dude,
bro.
it can be 37-2, and you're staying.
Speaking of 37-2, did you see
Yes.
that?
That's what I was
Angels
25 to
game?
1, right?
I was talking about. I was just
25
talking to
to
him about
1.
it.
Good.
It's nasty.
God, dude.
Can Mike Trout get there?
Trade.
Look at it.
I got chills. Boy, ain't nothing like it. Look at them. Look at them. Shot.
Thank Cobb County for that environment. We turned the corner in Cobb County.
The Untouchables. The Untouchables.
I'm so happy for you that you're pumped, dude. This is gonna be
I
great.
am, dude. Our lineup, man, is
It's nasty.
untouchable right
Yeah, I
now.
know. You're beast mode for real.
And that's the crazy thing is like that's what's funny about the Braves lineup. I will say this: I have to go to like the MLB starting lineup every day. Like when you do fantasy
Of
baseball,
course, I know.
you got to look to see what's
How
going
you
on.
trying to tell
and-
me
and
what the
play-
hell's going on in fantasy baseball? They don't know about fantasy, man.
Well, you said you don't like fantasy baseball.
No, I don't play fantasy baseball because I like to watch my team. That's the only
okay.
sport I don't do fantasy because I don't want to watch other people's stuff. I stick to
So-
my squad, period.
So the one team that usually has their lineup in like 6 hours
Yeah.
before a game is the Braves. Like they'll be the first team to have. It's like they know what that lineup's going to be daily
Right.
stacked.
That's cool.
Right.
When is Harris gonna move up in the lineup? Is what I've always wondered. Like,
Why don't you
do
stop
keep him in
asking
the-
Okay,
questions?
it's funny you
It's
say that.
clicking.
It's working.
It's
I
working.
know.
Harris,
It's working.
Harris is just like that kid, De La Cruz from Cincinnati.
Oh, Reg,
When
yeah,
he came
nasty,
into the
dude.
bigs,
Nasty.
yep. straight like that, and then they figured him out.
Yeah.
Which is the exact same thing that's going to happen to De La Cruz.
They'll learn how to pitch
That
to him.
kid, he needs to slow
Well, that's what
down.
happened with Outman and
I've
Los Angeles,
I've already seen
or
that
in the
kid
Dodgers.
ignore his base running coaches. They told him stop. He kept it pushing.
We
You
need
know,
Judge back
You do need Judge
You do
back.
need Judge
because we are
back.
lost without him. I mean, we're staying. We're
staying relevant. You're
He's
like-
But
y'all's
that
big
division's
energy
so
guy,
tough.
man.
That division's so tough. It's so tough.
He is your energy guy. He's
Yeah,
your
dude.
hype guy.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. I was telling somebody last Saturday at the Braves game when I was there for the Rocky series.
Yeah.
I told the guy he got to talking about the Yankees coming to town. I said, bro, don't sell your Yankees tickets. I said, come to the game. If you've never seen them play here,
Yeah.
I said, bro, come to the
It's
game.
wild. Remember, because we went together.
I said, I ain't never seen it. I said, that series, I said, we don't own the stadium, bro. Their fans
Yeah,
own
tweak 'em out,
this
man.
stadium,
Yeah.
bro.
Well,
said,
I
"Just
I
wait."
hope Judge is back for that. I'm gonna try to get me some nosebleed tickets because Dr. only got 2. I was talking to him about it, and I got, we just got to figure it out.
Yeah.
we'll get some top nosebleeds, man. Sweat. We'll call it the trip sweat.
The trip sweat.
We'll be out there just sweating during that game.
Dude, what we did the other night was, Dr. had his tickets.
Yeah.
Me and Lindsay just went and bought general admission, like $15 just to
and
get
you just
in.
stood up
yeah.
near his?
And then me and Dr. stood up behind them, let the women sit down. And then as the game went on, people started leaving, so we just sat
yeah.
down.
Oh, yeah, maybe I should do that just to hang out. We'll see.
Yeah, get some GAs.
So, anyways, we got to get out of here. Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets on winning the 2023 NBA Finals against the Miami Heat. That was Denver's very first NBA championship. We're not like the Harry and Gary show. We don't get into that NBA too much. When we get him on,
shout out to them dudes. Like I was telling Mike, man.
Shout out to them,
dudes
man.
know
Definitely.
their shit about
when he starts
NBA.
gambling again, we'll get back into the NBA so we get him out of here for a couple
You're
of
getting
weeks.
suspended
Yeah.
on
Jesse,
GP.
take us out now.
Hey, thank you guys as always for tuning in. Thank you guys for supporting us and being a part of what we're doing. Continue to follow us on all of our social media platforms. We'll be back in 2 weeks, correct? Is it 2 or is it 3
It's
weeks?
the second. No, it's just. I'm not sure. It's the
Second and fourth of every. So I think we'll be back in like two Sundays from now.
No, we'll be back in like 2 weeks.
No, in 2 weeks, I think McFadden's going to be in Tahoe.
Wait, you in Tahoe in 2
You in
weeks,
Tahoe,
Mike?
2 weeks.
Hey,
Yeah.
we may not be back. I think the 4th will be back because I go on vacation end of July. We'll have to see. We might not see till August. We'll figure
Hey,
it
we'll
out.
figure it out. We might
Follow
be,
our
hey,
page to find out when we're
follow
coming
our
back.
page
Yeah.
and follow our reels.
It's
because
summertime. We need to get
it's
to the beach.
always real. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Deuces.
Peace.
The Hot Box.
The box that's hot.